I sold everything I own and I moved to Thailand. It's been 4 months now, and I want to share with you the three biggest lessons that I've learned. I want to explain to you why I left Las Vegas. There's nothing wrong with Las Vegas per se. It doesn't really resonate with me, but it was the same old thing day in and day out for me. I noticed that I was trying to do this other stuff, working on my side business, but I kept falling back into the same habits. I would watch Netflix. I would go play poker for long hours. I would hang out with my friends, all of these things. And I found myself getting stagnant and I didn't like it. So I decided to sell everything, pick up, leave Las Vegas, and move to Thailand indefinitely. And I did that. I wondered if I was making a huge mistake that I would never be able to recover from. The good news is 4 months later, I learned a couple lessons, three of which I'm going to share with you in this video, and they've been worth the price of admission. So the first big lesson I learned was I was way more present when I found myself in a new environment. It's kind of like when you're a baby and you've never experienced anything before. So your mind is kind of blown by everything. And that's kind of a similar thing that I experienced. I wouldn't say my mind is blown, but kind of. Everything is new. So I'm looking around, I'm more here, more like, what's going on? And I'm curious. So that kind of automatically takes me off of autopilot. Autopilot was really what was keeping me stuck in the same repetitive loop back home. I would just try things and then not follow through and just keep going back into the same old things. And so anything I can do to take me off of autopilot, I think is solid gold. And that's the first big lesson. It's like when you change everything around you, you don't necessarily have to move. I did, but you notice that you don't know what's going on. So you're more attentive to your environment, to how you feel, to everything. And that's a boon. I mean, anytime we can be more present, it's absolutely solid gold, right? So why is it so hard for us all the time? Let me tell you about my second lesson, and that might be one of the main reasons why being present is so hard. When I shifted my entire environment, what I noticed was that my routine was completely gone. I didn't have a routine, but time was different, the environment was different, the things available to me were different. So all of my normal patterns were completely interrupted. Having my patterns interrupted forced me to decide what patterns that I wanted to create. And so that's a really big lesson. If you can interrupt your current patterns, stop doing the normal things you're doing, you'll get different results. You'll stop getting the same stuff you're getting. And that's what I've experienced here. I'm like, wow, everything is different. So what do I want to do? I can do whatever the hell I want. And I do that. But I can't just do nothing because that gets really old really fast. But back home, I could easily just do nothing because nothing looked like something. Poker looked like I was doing something. Oh, I made money. Oh, I hung out with my friends. Oh, no offense, friends. Oh, I am just zoning out watching Netflix. No big deal. I deserve a break. But those are all just other ways that I was doing the same repetitive behavior, which leads me to the third lesson, which is by far, in my opinion, the most powerful one and one that I would encourage all of you to try to realize and experience for yourself. Learning to be by yourself without running away will teach you so much about yourself and all of your answers for what you want to do in life or how to be happy, whatever you're going for, comes from within you. Nobody else knows them. You know them. But what we tend to do is distract ourselves from seeing them or listening to them. And that's what I did. I'm just never hearing it. As soon as I start to hear it, it gets a little uncomfortable. I don't want to hear it. So then I go do whatever I used to do and I have done. But changing my environment completely took those options away for me. So I don't have the distractions that I had before. I can't run anywhere. So I'm just here forced to be by myself. And sometimes it's lonely, sometimes I'm bored. But going through the loneliness and through the boredom is where I get all the good stuff. All the benefits come after I go through that. That's the big lesson because you may have heard it, you may know, like, oh, I'm supposed to go through my boredom and I'm supposed to be alone right now, but you don't actually do it because we hate the pain. We'd rather just run. So forcing myself to be here and not being able to run is a really big deal. Maybe the biggest deal. These lessons that I've learned have helped immensely, but they're not the whole enchilada. If you want the whole enchilada regarding discipline and how to stick to things, then check out this video because more of the enchilada is in there. I'll see you there.